Time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast, and this time around I'll be talking to my brother-in-law, Alan Neubauer, and I want to do some full disclosure here. He does this as a hobby, and he makes muzzleloader guns, rifles, that kind of thing. These are really not a kind that people use every day. They're actually kind of works of art, and we'll show those to you here in just a minute. But real quick, Alan, tell us about how you got started doing this.
A friend of mine was building rifles, and I asked him to show me how to do this back in '94. And we built rifles together for 7 years, a lot of rifles, various different vintages and so forth. And then 2001, I made a rifle from scratch, totally on my own, no help at all, rifle to barrel and so forth, and made the parts and components all from scratch. And I sent the rifle off to a couple of master gunsmiths. They approved the rifle, and I was able to earn my journeyman status.
Okay.
And from that point on, I started, people started contacting me to build rifles, and I started making rifles for people. The first one was built for somebody in Texas.
Ah, okay.
And the next one was for somebody in Alabama. And from then on, it was just, I've been building rifles for all kinds of walks of people contacting me and building rifles for. So I've built, at this point, I just finished my 74th rifle.
Wow.
Pistol. And so I've built a lot of rifles and pistols, and I'm enjoying it. It's just it's a fun hobby.
Well, hey, let's turn the camera around a little bit so we can see some of the rifles here. Let's do the first one. That's the long-handled one, or the long-barreled one. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of explain that one, Alan.
Now, this is a Lancaster rifle.
Okay.
I built, and it's got a push-button release for the lid. This is my rifle I built for myself.
Okay.
And it's a little bit of engraving on it. Mm-hmm. And a little bit of carving and so forth. And this is a 50 caliber. This is the Bethlehem rifle I made. Made the patch box from scratch, did some wire inlays on it.
Okay, for those who don't know, what is a patch box?
Patch box is where you put your tools, or maybe you put some patches and some balls in there for shooting inside there.
I see, okay.
And I got a little silver dollar that I inlaid on the backside, and a side plate. This is a Bethlehem rifle because it's got they call the Indian on the belly. This is a flintlock.
Okay. You could, I don't know if there's a way you could move your arm, or you could kind of show it more, and we could kind of get a better view of it.
You pull the hammer back, and when you pull the trigger, it creates a spark, and that's what ignites the powder charge. Okay. This is a pistol I made for myself. It's got a set trigger on it. Hair trigger.
Oh,
And I call this rifle Hoot, because it's got with the owl on it.
Okay.
And again, this is made the finger grips in here for my hand. And I made a similar pistol for my granddaughter.
Very interesting. And people use these to go to black powder shoots. And in fact, people have used these to go hunting with, right?
Yeah, they used to built rifles for people going hunting elk out in Montana.
Elk, okay.
And deer down in Alabama and Michigan and several other states.
All over the place. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Yeah, and you've been doing this again for how many years?
I don't know, 30 years.
30 years. Man.
So, but like I said, about...
What a great hobby, though, Alan.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is, we all have to do something on the side to have some fun with. And I'm glad you learned how to do this. It's something that's pretty neat that you've sold all these, and it's turned out pretty well. Now, for these rifles, what kind of price range are we talking about?
Oh, you're probably talking $1,500 in parts and $1,500 labor. Okay. But they're worth about $4,000 or $5,000 because these are all, like I said, these are all actually working rifles. They're actually like almost originals. And good resale value. Oh, absolutely.
And what kind of years are we talking about, the era for these?
Between 17, 20. Okay. Is what I build them for.
And Alan, I guess we'll let you do your website. What is that?
Oh, it's Hoot Al. That's HOOTAL Rifle Shop. Okay. You type Hoot Al Rifle Shop in Google, and my website comes right up. Alan, or my name, Alan Neubauer. It'll come
right.
up, Neubauer. But it's just kind of a fun hobby.
You bet. Sounds like it. Well, thank you very much for talking with us today.
Well, thank you.
All right. Alan Neubauer, our interview guest on the Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast.